Hello, everybody. How are you? This is Cheryl, and this is my Life Without a Witness channel. I know it's been about 2 months since I've been on this channel. I've really been sorely neglecting this channel, and I apologize for that. It was pre-corona since I've been on here. Okay, it's been a minute. But I have been active on my other two channels, my cyber training with Ypifany and my Ypifany channel. So if you're not subscribed to those, you can go ahead and go over there as well. But so much is going on right now with COVID-19, the coronavirus, and too much for me not to comment on, but let me say it that way. So I have a group in Facebook called Fire in God, which is the title of my book, Fire in God. And they posted something that I want to show y'all today, and I want to talk about it a little bit, okay? And also this story about, let me just pull it up right now. I want to talk about the story about this Tampa megachurch pastor who was arrested. Okay, I've been seeing some folks talking about that and giving their opinions about it, okay? So I just wanted to do the same. Okay, so as you've probably heard, this pastor was arrested because he had a church service. You can read all that stuff down here. About 500 people were in attendance at the Sunday service, okay? He was arrested, but he was bailed out. I think the bail was $500. Yeah, so there's a $500 bond. Okay. So some of the people who've been commenting, you know, they've been saying various things. He was, you know, he's a pastor. He has church. They believe in God, so it's his right to do that or whatever. And other people are like, you know, he's pretty much trying to murder people, you know, for the most part, when you know all this stuff is going on, but you got people gathering around, not just those people, but the people that they go home to as well, you know, and that they interact with throughout the day are now in greater danger. Well, I was talking about this with one of my friends as well, okay? And I can see it both ways, okay? First of all, these people are grown, all right? And like my mom and other people's mothers used to say, if somebody tell you to jump over a bridge, are you gonna do that? Okay, I know there is a virus going around, okay, that could potentially kill me. And my minister is telling me, okay, y'all come to church tonight. I'm almost certain many of those congregants was like, hell no, I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying right here because I see what's going on just like everybody else sees it. So I'm not going. And some clearly said, okay, I'll go. Now, the question is why? You know, why would you want to go when you know all this stuff is going on? Why would you want to ask people to come to church when you know all this stuff is going on? Okay. I can only tell you why I would have gone, because of what I used to believe about God and Jesus and the Bible and my future, where I was going after death and all that stuff. Okay. I would go because I would feel like somebody, because I felt that God was watching me. That's why I would go. Not only was he watching me, but he was seeing me do something dangerous for his sake. Okay. That's why I would not care about bringing diseases back to anybody or getting myself sick or whatever. It would have all been about getting that final reward. It would have all been about being obedient to God and having him be proud of me. He sees all this stuff is going on, but I'm going to church anyway. That's like a sense of pride, you know? And that would be the reason I would go. So there's nothing rational happening there in that thought process. It's all futuring, you know, it's all imagination. For me, it would have all been just imagination. Okay, ignoring what the doctors say, the scientists say, what I'm reading, what I'm hearing from other people that I know, that I don't know, ignoring all that stuff. It's all about me. It's all about self-interest. I say in firing God, God was a meal ticket, because I was going to get something from him from doing this. Whether it was going to be, the reward after I die, a bigger mansion, him looking at me and being proud of me, that's still getting something from it. Okay. I mean, if I wasn't going to get nothing from going, why would I do it? Okay. And it wasn't because I loved him. I would have said that. I would have definitely said that, but that would not have been true. The truth was because I was going to get something for it. Okay. Even if it was just satisfaction that I had obeyed, this entity that I thought was out there just looking at me all the time. Okay. Who knew what my thoughts were and all that stuff. Okay. So for the people who went, that may have been their motivation to go. And you can't argue against that. You just can't. Not with anything logical. or not, let me not say that, not with anything that can be witnessed by other people. Let me say it that way. You can't fit a square peg into a round hole. Okay. The only argument that would have worked would have been from that same imaginary space. Okay. That you would have come up with something like that. Like the Lord said, I wanted y'all to stay home. Okay, we'll stay home. The Lord said, don't congregate. We can do this on the computer or what. All right. You see what I'm saying? So you can't, what I see people trying to do is use B logic on A thinking. That's not going to work. You got to use A logic for A thinking. Otherwise, I'm not going to hear it. I'm not going to hear it. That's just the way it was. For some people, that's still the way it is. I'm not going to hear it. Okay. So it's two things. Okay. First of all, these people are grown, and I'm sure some of them stayed home. I was like, nah, I'm good. And for those who went, were I a part of that, back when I had that kind of thinking, that would have been my reason for going, because I was going to get something out of it. Okay. Purely self-interest. I was going to get something out of it. All right. Now, this other one, this came up on my Facebook. So this guy right here, he had a lot of comments too, but he says, he has these two pictures of Walmart, and this is a picture of an empty church parking lot. He says, and they say Walmart is essential and church isn't. Someone better back up and evaluate this picture. God in the church is 10 times more essential than Walmart. We need God more than the air we breathe. Fussing and arguing will be deleted, he's saying. If anybody, argues with what he's saying, he's going to delete them. No need to start a fuss, because this is the truth. Okay. So now this applies to exactly what I was talking about before. You have A thinking, and you can't come at it with B logic. It's just not going to work. He already told you it's not going to work. Okay. He already told you that. It's not going to work. So the first thing I thought when I read this was that last sentence. He says, no need to start a fuss, because this is the truth. If it can be argued about, if you can actually fuss about it, if there is another side, another point of view, then that tells you right there that is not the truth. Okay. I cannot argue against what's real. I can't argue. Like what? Where's that argument going to come from? What? How am I going to do that? Okay. It's like, you just can't. You can't argue with what's real. Okay. There is no argument there. So clearly he has a point of view. Okay. And the motto, if you look at this channel and you look at the little saying I have at the top, I say, God is real. Belief in God is not. You cannot argue with what's real. But I could argue till I lose my breath about what I believe in. Because what I believe is not so. It's just what I believe. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? You don't have to believe what's real because it's real. It's right there. It's right there. Okay. So yeah, of course, if you know his name is Chris Lusk. If you go to the Facebook thing and look for that, you'll see a plenty of arguments, a plenty. Okay, a plenty. You got various people defending their own beliefs and thoughts. All right, which is fine. Okay, but just know that they're not arguing about the truth. They're arguing about their belief. Okay, those belief and truth are not the same thing. Okay, because belief can be manipulated. You can't manipulate what's true because it's right there. It's just it is what the hell it is. You know. So these two were similar. You know, and I wanted to say something about it, about both of them, because it's not about, at least for me right now. I mean, this guy clearly believes what he believes. Everybody, every single one of us. You know, we navigate the world every day with various beliefs. Okay, every day, and some of us don't even know what our beliefs are. We really don't. You know, but there's a way that you can figure out what that is. I'm not going to go into that now, but yeah. So we all have varied beliefs. All right. And, you know, some of the questions that, you know, we can ask ourselves are, you know, and there's nothing right or wrong with having various beliefs. Okay. But when it comes to this, to coronavirus and things like that, you know, is what I'm believing impairing somebody else in some fundamental way? Okay. Like is me. See, now that's getting to a logic again, you know. A logic would be thinking, but maybe there's a way to do the be thinking too. Apparently there is, because I'm sure you have a lot of very devout, religious, non-religious, spiritual, whatever they want to call themselves, people who justify not going to church and feeling like, okay, this is what God wants them to do. Of course, because there's only one God. This is the same God who's telling these other people to go. Okay, right? But you know, nevertheless, they find a way to justify doing what they're doing and still be pleasing to their deity. Okay, still be pleasing to their deity. So I would think it would be up to those people, okay, who understand that language, who understand that thinking, to go to the other ones and say, listen, we serve the same God here. Okay. Now now you present your case, you know, using your God logic or rationale or whatever. Okay. Otherwise, just people saying science says this and the doctor says that ain't gonna do nothing. I'm telling you, it's not. It's not gonna do anything. It absolutely is not. And I still, to this day, today is March 31st, 2020. I wrote Firing God in like, I don't know, when did I write Firing God? Like 2014 or 2015, something like that. I still have no idea how I was able to come out from under that spell I was in. I'm telling you, I don't know. It wasn't I wasn't trying to do it. Like, that wasn't my goal. It was not. But some kind of way, something happened where I just saw what the hell was going on. And I knew, okay, Cheryl, there's more to see here. You're not seeing the whole picture. Okay, because I thought I had the truth in my pocket. Okay, I thought I had it between two covers and a whole bunch of pages in the middle. I thought that was the truth right there. That's what I thought it was. Okay, I thought it was real. I could not be questioned or argued with or none of that. I saw that actually was not the case. That actually was not the case. Okay. And when I say not real, it's like you know how people give that you know how they give that analogy of all the blind people and they're each holding one part of the elephant, okay? And one person who's holding the tail is like, oh, it's a pipe, and another person holding the leg, like, oh, it's a stump or whatever, okay? What they're saying is not true because they only have a tiny portion of the elephant. Okay? That's why it's not true. It's not true because they don't see the whole picture. That's why it's not true. Same thing with Christianity and where I was. This book I thought was the whole elephant. It's not. People think the Quran is the whole elephant. No. People think atheism is the whole elephant. It's not, though. Non-duality is the whole elephant. No, it ain't. Science is the entire elephant. It is not. And it's obvious that all those things I listed are not the whole elephant. It's obvious. That's why we can't see it. The hardest thing to see is what's right in front of your face. That's the hardest thing to see. It is, okay? So I'm going to be looking for more of these kinds of stories and stuff because, you know, I used to say a lot on Facebook. Like I used to have comments, you know, about different things and stuff. And I was like, that stuff gets tired. It just does. It does. But I do enjoy sharing my point of view. And one of the things that I had, remember, did I tell y'all this on this channel? I don't remember. But I think I did. I made my vision board here. And on this vision board is for me to speak more about firing God. Okay. I do want to do that because I know that there are a lot of other women, people who look like me out there who are in the same place I was. Just wondering, like, you know, is this it? Like, seriously though, is this it? Is this it? I'm working at the time. You know, I was in a terrible relationship. I was not happy. You know, it was just about trying to make it to the next day. I'm like, life is about this. This it. You know, like, come on now. This can't be it. Hoping for something better after I die. This can't be it. You know, and it's not. It's not. I wasn't seeing the whole picture. Okay. And listen, when I saw that I was wrong about everything, that was the most freeing. I've never felt so free, ever, than when I saw I was wrong about everything. You know, now I had room. Now I had room to learn and grow and be and all kind of stuff. Okay. And I ain't talking about no hocus pocus woo. I'm talking about what's real, what's right here in front of our faces right now. Okay. That everybody can witness. Everybody. All right. Okay. So that's all I'm going to say. about this. So y'all come back to the channel and like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video if you think it'll be helpful to somebody. And go ahead and hit that bell. So when I do come on, y'all know it. Okay. And you can come on right along with me and we can have a little discussion, you know, about this stuff. Especially you all in my Fire and God group. I have not been very active in there, but I do intend to be. Okay. All right. So thanks for listening. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.